Hey guys, this is Coach Hallie and Coach Jeffrey. We are the Iron Mobility Fitness channel, and we are going to go over how to progress your deadlift. And this is just simple progressions that you can use to make your kettlebell deadlift a little bit more challenging in a very strategic way. So the first one is the simplest form of deadlifting, basically, is the bilateral stance, where the kettlebell is just going to start between the center of your gravity, between your ankles. Yeah, show them from the side, Jeffrey. Turn sideways.
Totally set.
Yeah, just so they can see your hinge. Okay. And so Jeffrey's right in line with the center of the bell. His feet are pointed straight forward. He's going to hinge into his hips, bend into his knees to really feel the glutes and the hamstring stretch. He's going to break the bar, keeping a nice inhale into the rib cage, the sides and back of the rib cage as he breathes in, and then exhale and stand tall. Okay, so that's your basic form of a kettlebell deadlift. Works your hamstrings and glutes mostly, but is a full body exercise for sure. Now, we're going to go into a split stance deadlift next. So Jeffrey set up for that with, or some people call it a 1.5 stance, but basically what you can do to find this position where you have one heel popped up in the back, to find your split stance, you can take your feet like this, and then the foot that's going to go back, you're going to turn open directly to the side and then turn the heel directly back. And then that will help you find what is your shortened split stance deadlift. You can of course do them in a variety of positions, but that's the standard. Okay, so just to let you know, that's how you find that. And the kettlebell handle for this is going to be in line parallel with your front foot. Okay, now you're going to hinge just like you did for the bilateral stance, but your working leg is your front leg. So you want to feel most of your weight and your center of gravity in line with that front leg's ankle and midfoot. You're going to inhale here at the bottom, grabbing the bell with the opposite hand of your front foot. Exhale and stand tall. Again, center of gravity is aligned over that front ankle. You don't want to put that back heel down and shift your weight backwards as you stand. It's basically working your way up to a unilateral position or a single leg deadlift, which we're going to go over right now. So that's number 2. And now we're going to progress to a single leg deadlift. So actually, the way I like to get into my single leg deadlifts is from this split stance position, and you're going to stand up with the bell as you exhale, just like you would for the split stance deadlift, and then shift your weight all the way onto that working standing leg. Flex the toes up toward your shin of the back foot. As you start to hinge, you're going to drive that heel back. Make sure you bend into this knee to really stabilize and get that hamstring to stretch. And notice that Jeffrey is keeping his chest a little bit taller than his pelvis. That's perfectly fine. You can come completely horizontal, but the rule of thumb is you want to go to where you feel the stretch in your glute and hamstring, and then push down through that bottom foot and stand tall. You don't have to bring your chest toward the floor, right? We're not in a yoga class. This is a strength movement, and we want to make sure we're keeping the integrity of the biomechanics and making sure that we are loading into the hamstring and glute of that working leg. And just another thing to note is the pelvis stays square to the floor. You can even rotate slightly toward that front leg to get the meat of your glute a little bit stretched more. You just want to watch out for opening up to the side. We don't want to do that, okay? Awesome. So those are the 3 steps of your deadlift, making each one a little bit more challenging than the previous. So that's where we would start if you're looking to progress your kettlebell deadlifts. And if you're looking for smart and strategic programming like that, hit us up. We program for clients all over the country, all over the world, and we train you through our apps, and you have programs that are designed specifically for you, your body, your goals. So we can definitely work with that for you and make sure that you are training with integrity, strength, and in a strategic way that works for your goals.
Yeah, and if you like these, please like and subscribe. Join us. Leave a comment. If you have questions, we're happy to answer them.
Yeah. See you next time, guys.
See you for the next one.
Bye.